Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. We're passionate about helping people with business and accounting. In today's video, I want to talk about the economic times that we're in and what you as business owners can do to kind of mitigate the impact for your business. So if you're interested, keep on watching. So I know right now we are all going through different emotions and different feelings given the economic times that we're in. Guys, it is crazy right now. So many businesses are struggling. So many people are struggling. I mean, the fact that we can't even go to the grocery store right now. But you know what? In the midst of all of this, there's the opportunity to spend more time with our families. There's an opportunity I know for me, to become a school teacher to my kids. And so this quality time, I know we're focusing on our health and our family during this time and just trying to be the best versions of ourselves. We are just all trying to make sense of everything that's going on. So just be patient with, yourself, give yourself some grace and know that it's going to get better. We are more than conquerors through Christ who strengthens us, and we got this. We really do. For a lot of you businesses out there that are struggling, the government is working on SBA loans. They're still trying to figure this all out. This information that I'm about to share with you is just based on as of the date of this recording of this video, which is February 4th, 2020. So if things change, I will try to do my best and do an updated video. If you follow me on social media, I posted the other day requirements for SBA loans and kind of what you need to do. But essentially as the most basic way I can explain this is that the government will be providing loans to small businesses to make payroll. Unfortunately, a lot of companies are letting go of valuable employees because they just don't have the economic funds to pay payroll. There's a lot of costs associated with payroll, not just the number of what the employee gets on their paycheck. There are cost burdens that it costs a business to have an employee. So for example, if you are an employee and you are working for a company and they provide you with a phone, a vehicle to use for business use, insurance, you are essentially costing not only your salary, but all of these different benefits that they provide for you. And so on a company, that can be a lot of funds depending on how many employees they have. So what the government has done is they have created these loans. Now you have to be patient, and I know that's kind of hard to do right now given the times that we're in, but the government hasn't even figured out how they're going to do all of this. So loans are being postponed. Banks are scrambling to figure out what they need from the business owners. And so business owners are scrambling to figure out what they need to provide to the banks. And so it's a mess right now. And so my best tip for you is get your books in order. Go through last year because a lot of these loans are requiring 2019 information. So if you don't have the information, contact your accountant that did your books or created your return last year and get that information and be prepared. You're essentially going to need payroll documentation. So they're going to need to know who's on your payroll, what it costs the business to have that employee. So be prepared to render payroll documentation. Now, depending on your bank, they're also going to require an income statement, also known as a profit and loss statement for last year, and projections for this year, for the next 2 months. So basically, the government wants to know how you're going to be spending these funds. Now, there are going to be programs out there where some of these loans will be forgiven and you won't have to pay them back. So you have to be prepared and you have to be ready to spend those funds on payroll. So who will be eligible to receive these loans? If you're a business that has less than 500 employees, then you would be eligible to apply for these loans. If you're an individual who operates as a sole proprietor or an independent contractor, you can also apply for these loans. If you're a nonprofit, a 501c3 company with less than 500 employees, then you may also apply for these loans. So how much can you borrow? So if you're wondering how much you can borrow from these lenders, 2.5 times the borrower's average payroll cost, not exceeding $10 million. So let's talk about that for a minute. So what's included in employee payroll costs? So for an employee, the business owner can include salary, wages, commissions, vacation, paternal leave, family medical leave, sick time, your payments for their health insurance, payments for retirement. Now, if you're a sole proprietor and you're applying for this loan, or an independent contractor, you can include your wages, commission, income, net earnings from self-employment, or similar compensation that is no more than $100,000 a year, as prorated in the covered period. So what's not included? Salaries in excess of $100,000, as prorated for February 15th to June 30th, 2020. So what's excluded is payroll taxes, railroad retirement taxes, and income taxes, and any compensation for employees outside of the United States. So what a lot of people are curious about is, will this loan be forgiven? And if so, how much? A borrower is eligible for loan forgiveness equal to the amount the borrower spent on the following items during the 8-week period beginning the date of the loan. So your payroll costs, the interest on your mortgage for the business, rent and leasing agreements, payments on your utilities. For borrowers with tipped employees, additional wages paid to those employees. So the loan forgiveness cannot exceed the principal amount that was issued to the borrower. The loan forgiveness can also be reduced if there is a reduction in number of employees, or a reduction greater than 25% in wages paid to employees. So guys, like I said, I hope you found this information helpful. Please know that requirements are constantly changing, and in some states, the loans are being postponed, and banks are continually coming to you guys and requesting information. Be patient with your business bankers and know that this isn't really coming from them. It's really the states and trying to make sense of all of this information that is coming their way and things getting approved. Hey guys, I'm in the middle of editing this video, and I realized that for a lot of people, they weren't able to apply for these loans quick enough. You know, don't worry. I am pretty sure that there's going to be another round of funding for these PPP loans. So stay patient, and we'll get through this, okay? I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.